Blox Fruit has reworked 3 of its fruit. The Falcon Fruit has changed to Eagle Fruit, the Barrier Fruit is now Creation Fruit, and Gravity Fruit has been reworked. So I haven't played Blox Fruit for a while, but I have all 3 of these fruit in my inventory, so today I'm going to check out the Gravity Fruit. And I'm going to get it to full mastery and check out all the moves. So the first thing I had to do was head over to the castle on the sea and reroll my stats because I was a sword main using Butterfruit and I need to be a fruit main. So 2,500 fragments and then I can reroll my stats, which I did mess up a little bit because I failed maths, but never mind about that. Next up, I had to eat the fruit, so I'm going to eat that Gravity Fruit, even though this guy here was hassling me for a PvP battle, which I was not ready for. So then, after I ate it, I've got one move, the Z move, Singularity. So I headed on over to Hydra Island to test out this fruit. This Z move's okay, deals a bit of damage, it's like got a knockback effect, and the animation's pretty decent. The M move is also pretty good on this fruit, so you can deal damage by just clicking, and it sort of stuns their NPC, so it can keep them at a distance from you while you're grinding. So after killing one NPC, I managed to get 45 mastery from one kill. The second kill, I unlocked the F move, Shooting Star. So if you use this F move, basically fires like I think 3 little meteorites at the opposing player or NPC. But the main thing that's good about this F move is that if you hold it down, you actually get a fly ability. So it rips up part of the ground into a ball and you can fly around on it like a little comet. If you do this while you're jumping in the air, it looks much cooler because you get a flaming comet. I guess oxygen is the fuel for fire, so that's why it happens like that. So having a fly ability is pretty good. It's not very fast, this fly ability though, that's one thing I will say. So if you're trying to fly from one island to the other, it's going to take a really long time. So probably a boat would be better. I was heading to Tiki Outpost and even with 2x speed here you can see it's moving quite slowly. But it's got a cool animation, so I'm fairly happy with it. So, as I'm the old max level, I decided that I would do the new quests to get my level up at the same time as unlocking the mastery. So I interacted here with the first quest and got the Serpent Hunter quest. So defeat 8 Serpent Hunters. And then this is where the usual problems I have with Blox Fruit started, because as usual there's a hacker flying and zipping around the place, stealing all the kills and ruining everything. But I was still able to kill some of the NPCs here, just by trying to stay ahead of the hacker. And basically just doing a mixture of the Z move and the M1 move and grinding the mastery until I can unlock the next move. So the next move that I want to unlock here is called Orbital Chain. And this is actually a really cool move. So here you see I've got it 100 mastery. And this is like a damage over area move. So you can attack multiple NPCs with it at the same time. So if you hold it down, you just keep dealing damage in a big circle, and it kind of like affects a lot of different NPCs that are around you. At this point I got sick of that hacker, so I set my home spawn point and then I server hopped to somewhere where there wasn't a hacker and just kept grinding out this quest. So just using a mixture of the moves I already had. Here you can see the damage over area. If you hold it down, you just keep holding it down as long as you can until the NPCs reach you, and then you start taking damage, then you have to stop. So overall, the first 2 moves, or first 3 moves I've got here, I was pretty pleased with them. So I think the gravity rework so far, it looks pretty good. Nice. So here we see another look at the damage over area there. You just hold it down as long as you can and keep getting combos. The Z move also, if you hold it down, it deals damage to them while it's kind of loading up. So you won't take damage while you're like holding it down. Then eventually I unlocked this C move, which is Gravitational Prison. So what this does is like grabs the other character or the NPC into like a sort of orb and makes them fly around the map. And then they take damage and they get sent somewhere else. One thing to watch out for when using this move is that it can actually like... The NPC's just gone missing now because I used that move, and he's actually trapped inside the building. So you might just do that move and then whoever you were fighting, you don't know where they've gone, which is kind of confusing. But if you just do the move again, then it will grab hold of them and they'll fly around and then they'll get pulled out of there. So we just hit the C move again and then you'll see just in the orb, brings him right back out, and then we can continue killing him. So nothing left to do now apart from keep grinding till I get 300 mastery and unlock the next move. So after a while, I managed to get the next quest, and this is a better place to grind because you can kind of draw all of the NPCs towards you and then like attack them all at once, which is really good with that X move where you just spin it in a circle and everyone running towards you will just get hit repeatedly. So you can get some pretty good combos going here by just linking all the moves together, and in between just hitting the M1 move to like stun them if they're getting too close to you. So eventually I was almost there, 300 mastery, just needed a few more kills, got 299 mastery, and I was getting the hang of this fruit now, and I really like it, to be honest. I think it's a very good rework, and I think a lot of people are going to want this gravity fruit. But I also think that a lot of people already have it, because it used to be one of the worst mythicals that nobody really wanted. So they've done a good job by choosing this and making it better. So here we go, I'm just dragging all the NPCs to me, putting a few combos together to kill them. And then eventually I got 300 mastery. So we get the final move, the V move, Asteroid Crash. So when you do this, basically you get this shrinking circle that comes and a giant asteroid just falls out of the sky and blasts them. So you can't really see it here because I was too far zoomed in, but let's have another look at it. So then you can kind of aim this circle and a giant asteroid just blasts down on them. So it's pretty cool. Overall, this is a great fruit. It's got a lot of different types of moves. So I'm pretty happy with the gravity fruit. Let me know what you think. Is this a good rework? And if you like this video, I will also have a look at the creation fruit and the eagle fruit. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.